What's going on there, super sexy rejects? We are going to watch House of the Dragon, episode 1. I'm excited to see this show. I've heard great things about it.
That's right.
All right, get ready to sync up. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God.
Bless.
As the first century of the Targaryen dynasty came to a close, the health of the old king, Jaehaerys, was failing.
Cool.
10. Wow. Whoa. Can't have a woman do that.
Duh. Saint Wester woke. Hearing the theme.
Civil War. Who are those people?
Diner.
So it's clear, guys. This is 172 years before Game of Thrones.
You got all that to look forward to.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a dragon.
Dragons. You're doing great, Hiccup. Whew.
So cool.
I know, right? And a little tiny saddle on top.
To be a Targaryen.
Wowie.
Says Game of Thrones season 8 budget money.
I know. Look, guys, we're gonna make up for it. I promise. Spare no expense.
I know there's a lot of wide shots here.
Yeah, big sets, lots of extras.
There's more. Hey, man. He's having fun killing and boning.
Sober mind.
I've invented sonograms.
gonna go back to The Witcher now.
Damn old school Iron Throne.
Oh, it's so slimy already.
Sounds way nicer in his actual voice.
I know. Way less sinister. Every now and then I get a little. You know it. No queen on my watch.
Oh, wow. She might be apathetic, but she's skilled.
Photographic memory. We are laughing. Ooh. Ugh. Yeah, whose sword you cut it on?
Yeah, so, that looks fucking painful, man.
That always goes well. Good. More painful, the better.
How did Grayskull appear?
Oh,
Grayscale.
grayscale. Oh, that's a great question. Crap. Isn't it like leprosy? It's like spreads through touch.
Do you feel the penis in there?
It's poking right through my belly button.
Rhaenyra has already declared that she's to have a sister.
Really?
She even named her.
Dare I
I dream of his testicles.
When they realized our son was being stabbed by the sword. Nope. You're going to keep going. Just let Damon have the throne.
Yeah, he's already got a penis.
He looks like he'd have a great time doing it. Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
What are they going to do? Are they just going to go out in the middle of the night and slaughter people?
I guess
What's going on
so.
here?
Just gonna go occupy by force. Martial law.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Whew. Ugh. Ah.
Did the king approve of this? Oh, he doesn't even know he's in town.
No, he doesn't know anything about this. But he's gonna be really happy once he finds out.
It's a Star Wars Easter egg.
Oh golly. Ah.
I mean, you know that's not in the video, but you know what just happened.
Yeah. I still have to process
Oh,
that.
God.
Oh, wow. Bring out your dead.
That's it. I'm not raising my incest baby.
He just eye for an eye at a bunch of people.
Oh, he's a sick bastard.
He's so good, dude.
Oh my God, what an ass.
Ooh. It's the hand of the king you're talking to.
Yeah, this is your fault all that.
Get it together.
Capiche?
Now get out of here. Go.
Damon's wife is going to be Eva Mendes from the other guys.
She's inexplicably hot. Wait till you see the sheep.
Wow, I'm so used to Reese Stefan's playing significantly tougher people.
Or at least more like malevolent, evil slimes.
All right, audience, there's some really fun activities happening on screen, and I'm sure you can assume.
If it ain't killing, it must be the other thing. Dang, Matt Smith bulked up for this.
Wow, this is like Journey to the Mad King.
Yeah.
I always thought the Targaryens. They didn't always think, but I thought Targaryens were kind of just crazy for a long time.
You know, they have their moments. And as we all know, it will be a boy for sure. That guy's really excited. Ooh. What are you playing at? You're about to die. Tarly. What's up, Sam?
Whoa, what a shot.
Cool. Ho, ho, ho. And back to The Witcher. God, that armor.
Like a devil helmet.
Yeah.
Straight off the Morbius set. This is my vampire helmet.
Those wings could not be convenient, though. Oh, a lot of good helmet game in this episode.
That is so messed
You
up.
jerk.
Oh, is she the daughter of Otto?
Think so. Is her last name Hightower?
I don't know. I missed it.
Correct us if we're wrong.
Oh, he's going to do something shady, isn't he?
He's just getting riled up. Whoa! Ah!
Is that allowed?
No,
I guess so.
uh,
Why doesn't everyone do that? Oh, no. Oh, he's done
Oof.
fucked. His face is messed up.
Surprised the horse isn't more jacked up.
Nicely done, Uncle.
Thank you, Princess. Now, I'm fairly certain I can win these games, Lady Allison. Having your favor.
Oh, my God. Is she attracted to him?
I'm afraid she might be.
It's so cruel what he's doing. Oh, man. I love it. I love him.
Guy in his
So
ear over
mean.
here just like, you just gotta sit there and take that. You gonna let her slip a ring around a phallic object like that?
Moment of truth. Damn, look at those drawings on the back.
Yeah. Give birth in the orgy room. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm in the
poor-
wrong show.
Poor guy.
Yikes.
Oh.
That's the most cringy part to
It
me.
is.
Just fucking finger.
Oh. Let's go proto C-section. Oh.
I mean, they're both going to die, so just the very thought of you having to make the choice yourself, though.
Oh, you can still see his eyes a little bit.
I think he's going to go for his eyes. I think he's going to go for Damon's eyes.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh, Jesus.
Oh. 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 Oh,
Oh,
my.
this is... So she has no idea what's about to happen, huh?
I don't think she does. Oh.
I do not like this. Whoa!
Damn.
Nice.
Oh, that's not going well. Oh, got that mace.
Oh, that is horrifying. Oh my god, that is so horrifying.
Ugh. Damn. Oh.
False yield. So worried Damon's gonna sneak up there and pull
Jesus. It's a girl. Oh.
Damon is not gonna be thrilled. Oh shit! You gotta be shitting me. Oh, I thought the baby was about to die.
I know. I'm waiting for it to happen still. Like, if the baby doesn't die itself, he's just going to challenge it to a joust or something.
That was really disturbing.
Yeah, that was the harsh. Like,
that was harsher. That was
than any of the jousting or anything like that. Yeah.
That was one of the harsh things in this Game of Thrones in general.
Yeah.
Red Wedding was pretty rough too.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that was harsh. That was really harsh.
Oh, you could just feel every slice. You know,
Yeah.
you could just feel all that pain and fear.
Yeah,
Oh.
it did. The
It
baby
did?
did die. You gotta be shitting me.
Oh wow.
Oh man, she's never felt good enough for him.
Dracarys.
Dude, that guy was on cloud nine. Shit. That I was like, oh, he's gonna die, right? He's the new Ned. Oh, man, that's so. That is. Wow, what a first episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Empty seat.
He's
Yeah.
not there. Oh.
Let him keep his place at court, Your Grace. But if the gods should visit some further tragedy on you, either by design or accident.
I mean,
Yeah,
this seems
yeah, he
exactly
definitely
like
would,
what he
yeah.
would do.
It's like,
Yeah, he's-
Whoa.
It's a great point.
The daughter.
Say it. Say it.
I know you heartless bastard.
Yeah,
God,
Jesus.
Yo, Damon's gonna take you out, Otto.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
I was liking you.
I know. You're doing so well.
I was like, it's nice to have one of the good ones. Oh my god, he's awful.
So Game of Thrones likes to do to you. Wow. That is a hobby.
He did that tonight.
Yep. It's amazing how productive you are when you're grieving. This is where I come to unwind.
These are the kind of parties Matt Smith throws on a regular basis. Well,
Jeez.
I don't know about that. True. Oh shit.
That's not gonna happen. It's a great little metaphor motif.
Cool. Looks like a xenomorph from that angle.
Queen alien.
Fire and blood. Your uncle messed up. You're gonna inherit it. Yeah. Your brother can't be queen.
What are you saying?
Oh shit! Is he gonna announce it?
He's gonna turn her into a son.
Oh my god! He's gonna announce this. Dude, you just put a target on her back.
Oh, she knows. She knows what she's in for. Look at how many cuts I have.
There's swords everywhere. Oh, look at her. Damn, she looks. Can't tell if she's for it or pissed.
Yeah, I bet a bit of both. Just hug me. Come on. Okay. Uh-oh.
Damn, talking about them and then Stark.
Yeah. There's an irony. Hey.
Hey, cool. She wants to travel.
Oh, boy.
The Paul Chels.
Yes.
Cool.
Wow. Oh, Miguel Sapochnik, yeah. Game of Thrones. Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage. It's always going to be that.
They didn't have the lyrics before, right?
I don't think so.
It's chorus.
Yeah.
Choral.
Coral. Coral.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was thick. It's nice to be back, though. It's nice to be back in good Game of Thrones.
All right, let's talk. All right, that was heavy.
It was heavy.
It's heavy, Doc.
Great Scott.
That was. I was like, all right, setup episode. Let's go. Day 1, reintroduction. So I was not expecting anything like that violent.
Yeah, I
to
wasn't.
occur.
I wasn't expecting like the full prologue.
Yeah, and while there's like not, it's like a bunch of, it's a decent amount more. There's a lot more action than I was expecting for a first episode.
Yeah.
I mean, from the jousting alone, a lot more violence. In fact, in some ways, there's more violence than there is action.
Yeah. Because it's not necessarily like an ongoing battle so much. It's just a lot of people get slaughtered at different points.
Yeah. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a really great first episode.
Yeah, I
thought
did
it
too.
was solid. It was very intimate and personal. And, it was like when they're starting off with all the political talk. Okay, get accustomed, getting acquainted. Here's where we are with Targaryens at this point in time. All right, I got it. But it's a real simple story of, again, who's going to see it, the Iron Throne, but it's not like hopping around like to a bunch of different locations or whatever. It's all focused very much so on King's Landing. And over the course of just a couple of days, really.
Yeah.
And this very immediate moment and conflict of who's going to be announced to be heir to the throne. It's a really simple to latch onto concept, and having the familiarity of Game of Thrones, you get the fun Easter eggs, and all the houses and stuff like that. I mean, it's just part of the world. But what they built here with the characters, it does create this sense of fear of, oh my God, what's this Daemon guy going to do? Because I don't know the outcome.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, in terms of who dies. I mean, obviously they all eventually die, but like how deaths are going to occur, who to really trust, likes, what becomes of Rhaenyra. Like, is that pronounce her name? Rhaenyra?
Rhaenyra? I think.
Rhaenyra.
I know.
What becomes of Rhaenyra in terms of does she get slaughtered? Does she die?
Yeah, are they going to
Does
fake us
Daemon
out right now
kill
and
her?
make us
Does
think
she-
that she's going to be the main character?
does
They
she-
could kill her next episode.
Or does she fake her death and then get away?
Yeah.
You know, like how does she escape this situation? Because it does sort of feel like the rise of the Mad King in the bloodline of Targaryens. you know?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It feels like that.
Like I don't know what the actual outcome is for. There's a lot to not know. It's like, yeah, okay, we all know what happens in Game of Thrones and that story of Song of Ice and Fire. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
It's like
This
that's the
is
first only question. Like, is this Song of Fire? No, that's this is Fire and Blood. This is a prequel.
this is Fire and Blood.
Yeah, it's
and
based on the
this
prequel
is
book.
Ice
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, like having, I think the thing that with a good prequel is that's what they have to have you do is while they're talking about things, especially in the ending moment of, guys, this is important to keep through.
Yeah. This is going to lead to
The White Walkers will
eventually-
come, and you got to worry. We first saw the White Walkers. Yeah,
a Targaryen on the throne's the only way to save
Yeah.
everybody from mass destruction.
yeah. So I like yeah. But even without having to tie it into the future of what we know of what's to come, I like these characters quite a bit. You know, like Matt Smith, I think elevates anything he's in. I liked him in Morbius, despite the fact no one seems to really like Morbius.
You didn't
As-
buy the collector's edition DVD?
He's my favorite Doctor we've had so far. I've seen so far. Think you would share the same sentiment.
I think, yeah.
Last Night in Soho, he's awesome. I
Yeah.
did not know Damon was going to be a villain.
Or at least that much of a villain, yeah.
I mean, no, I didn't. I just had no idea.
Oh, really?
His name's Damon, and he's fucking a walking heavy metal cover.
I know. There should
at
just
my-
always
look
be
at
a
my
lightning bolt striking behind him.
We're red. Look at my red dragon. Look at my helmet with
Yeah.
bat wings, dragon wings on it.
Just always, a girl strapped to his, holding on to his leg as he does a wicked guitar solo on Dragonback.
I
Yeah.
mean, this is a Game of Thrones world, so they could do something where like, oh, now I really care about this guy.
Well, I saw a hint.
He's a
of-
protagonist.
That's
now.
the thing is at least in the trailer, I got the vibe of like, okay, he's gonna be the more cutthroat, the more like vicious character. At least that's the vibe I get. But in this episode, even though he very much lives up to that, there is that moment where they're at the funeral pyre, and when he's
Yeah.
talking to Rhaenyra, like I actually bought that moment of like, you got to be here for your dad. Like, this is a really tough time he's going through.
Yeah.
And as conniving as he is, and as much as, I'm sure he's at that moment string pulling or conniving to some degree. It felt like a real moment, and that moment made me go, okay, I'm anticipating now the moments further on in to the show where they make him feel more human, or like that reversal with Hightower with Otto, where it's like that nothing icky came of that, but it's still, I feel like the suggestion is intentional.
We know
that we know of, yes, and I feel like
part of me was wondering, was Otto trying to get his daughter pregnant to make her have that?
I know.
I know.
Yeah, to take his mind off the tragedy of his family
Right.
by giving him a new opportunity
Because-
for a male heir.
Because Rhaenyra's just heir.
Yes.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So they could
And-
denounce that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's really crazy. So on IMDb, you got 2 Rhaenyras listed.
Yeah. Is one like a younger? Is there going to be a flashback or something like that, or did we?
Is one the mom? No, it's Emma, right?
That's a great one. Yeah, what is it? Because that's the other thing too. Is in Game of Thrones, and I'm sure anybody who's read the book is probably sitting there going, "It's not that hard. You just gotta commit it to memory." but like so many of the names do get similar, and as they would in like a family lineage, where the whole point is to make
no.
everybody remember the lineage. So yeah.
Well, no, it says she's listed. They said 2 Rhaenyras are listed in 10 episodes. We had the IMDb pulled up in front of us.
Yeah.
For name reference.
I don't know.
That's bizarre. Maybe she's just credited. You can do a flash forward.
Could
Did
be.
IMDb just spoil some heavy shit for us? What's going on here?
It makes me wonder because, I mean, at least looking at this page, everyone's listed for 10 episodes, and that makes me wonder 2 things. One, like if it's your main cast, oftentimes, even if they're not in an episode, if it's the season that they're
exactly.
in, they'll get credit. But this is
They
a good.
have the same name, and one is that we've been hanging out with is specifically listed as young. So maybe there's going to be a
time jump
time jump. Yeah.
imminent. Yeah, I don't know if they're trying to throw us off on IMDb because that can be a spoiler when you see like, oh, this character is only listed for 4 episodes, so they're either going to leave or die. And that's one thing that I am very curious about with this show, because Game of Thrones, I think one of the biggest pieces of the Game of Thrones reputation as a book and as a piece of television was that, you never know who is safe, who's going to die. It's a cutthroat world that will not give you what is just dramatically satisfying off the bat. And I wonder if this show is going to do that as much.
Well, what I really like about this, because with getting a refresher on some history with the Targaryens, like the path that they carved out for themselves with having a premonition and then fleeing Valyria, having Dragonstone then, and then which now they have King's Landing. So having the premonitions or the foresight or whatever this, I don't
These dreams.
I haven't seen I haven't seen Game of Thrones since it aired.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't recall Daenerys having. Did she have like dreams that became true? I think so.
I feel like there's a dream element
yes.
with her.
Yeah. I
And there's-
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But having sorry guys,
Or
we
prophecy.
are not the go-to experts. We are your average audience member.
we
who
will have
watch
all
the
the
show.
books read by next week.
Yeah. So yeah, but with having the qualities of these characters, I totally forgot where my train of thought was going with that. Where were we at? With
We were trying to figure out if Daenerys had
Before
visions
that.
or dreams.
time travel back in the conversation. Where were we?
Let's see. Different. Is there going to be a
Where were
time
we?
jump?
4 hours of sleep. John, help my brain out.
is
I
it-
was doing great up until 5 minutes ago. Help me out. Help me out.
Is this going to be the kind of Game of Thrones world where they, like kill a lot of
Keep going.
people?
going, John. Do
Targaryen
it.
history.
You could do it. You could do it.
Doesn't
matter. I'll think of a different point to
Dragonstone.
bring
Now they
up.
got King's Landing.
Yeah. Nope. Don't have it.
It's okay. it'll come back to you. Yeah, but the way it intertwines with what may come in the future, and that's, I don't know, like part of me.
Oh, what I was saying.
Yes.
Wait, I got it. I forgot how I was gonna take those points and bring it to this point, but I got my point. Here we are. Is when watching Game of Thrones, they always made it sound like, fucking, if they didn't have that Mad King, Targaryens would be in power.
Yeah.
They want to have all this terrible loss or the position they're in, right? Like
Yeah.
it always seemed like it was linked to that, which it is. However, you're watching here because they've carved this path and they become dominant and they're literally like the fucking rulers
Yeah.
of everything. And this is the start of when the shift began with the Targaryens, of not following tradition, announcing the daughter to be heir instead, trying to embrace a queen. And you could feel the discomfort in the room with everyone. So I really like this plot setup. It's more interesting to me than let's do a Mad King show.
Yes.
I like this setup of, there was something much more pivotal before that that started the Targaryens down a questionable path. And, it's like you have Daemon, who's like, look, brother, they don't fear us. They don't respect us, really. Like, we're not as cool as we ought to be perceived as.
They just take advantage of you for their own gain.
Yeah, and then you have there's always a difference of philosophies, but then you have Rhaenyra, who clearly doesn't give a shit about this.
Yeah, clearly doesn't want this, but also doesn't have the station to be like, no.
Yeah, and Daemon craves power.
Yeah.
But he would be a tyrant
He would
of
be
a leader.
mad king.
Yeah, he would be a mad king. And then it seems like when you got people like Otto Hightower, who are very friendly and whatever, there you could still see there's perhaps a conniving quality, And even with the sister who didn't get announced, it's like, this is where the plotting against. It seems like there was a lot of respect for the Targaryens and their legacy.
Yeah.
But here is where the stabbings in the back and all that started to occur. And
Starts
so I'm
to
like,
taint the legacy.
That's interesting. Like, I think that's really interesting because it always just sounded to me that once they got to Mad King, that's when all the shit went downhill.
But there had to be some chain reaction that gets us there. That starts the downward spiral.
Yeah.
And that does seem like a fascinating place to go. And a way to, I mean, I know it's based on novels, so it's all there. But, just like if you're just a show viewer coming out of Game of Thrones, it's like, prequel, they could do anything. Yeah, no, exactly. But this feels like a natural extension of that lore without having to bend over backwards. Like, if you've only seen the show, this feels like a natural part of that story to shine a light on and explore it, and that will then enrich what's coming in the future. And that makes it not feel so like Mickey Mousey when they're like, and eventually, from the north, there's going to come, White Walkers and stuff, like that actually feels more appropriate than just like Game of Thrones, in a setting like this and with the context that is here. And so it's like you are 175 200 years in the past, but it doesn't feel quite so distant as that sounds just when you hear that number. And I think that's it still feels like that's the thing, coming back to Game of Thrones, coming into a new series. Like, I've had my cynicisms just based on how the show, the original run of Game of Thrones ended. But this, at least as an outset, at least as a setting of all the table, it did feel like, you mentioned the big production value. Like, it really feels like you're there in the world, and it feels like they are still very much concerned with the political and the sordid emotional aspects just as much as everything else.
Yeah, I think it's a great set. Like, it's way more interesting to me than Mad King and like young Daenerys.
Oh God, no. Yeah. And I mean, we've already done young Daenerys.
But this seems like because the trailer sort of hint at a potential civil war, and I love like not knowing, what's to happen, how the fates of these characters unfold. I really like being in that position, and I like that it's just Targaryen focus. I'm sure we'll explore the other houses as things progress and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But there's something that, again, the word that keeps coming to mind is intimate. There's something that feels very intimate about this journey.
I mean, they use that sense of intimacy to enhance most everything, and especially like that whole birthing scene is so horrible because of how intimate it is. Like, you're right there for like the most anguished final moments of this woman's life. Like, it's really striking the way that they're able to do that, to have like the big crazy production spectacle but maintain that focus. It makes it all hurt that much more.
That was truly disturbing.
That was awful. Like, that was, you cut back to the battlefield and you're like, I could watch this is fine, man, smash a dude's face in. But like this it's just such a cruel, cold, scary, sad end to that character. Like, I felt so bad for her. And I mean, Viserys is a relatively sympathetic character, but even in that moment, you're like, oh my God, like, the math, and like he's the one who's like, guys, my wife and son just
Yeah.
died. But even then, in the moment when they're in the birthing room, you can tell those wheels are spinning. Like, but I could save my heir though, you know.
Well, I think what they did that they painted out really well is the optics around Viserys is he might be overly compassionate and an overly sensitive king. And then you have Daemon, who's too unhinged, right? That's the perception. Yet I think we got scenes of both of those characters that don't feel like that's their only note.
Yeah.
Like you have scenes of Daemon where you do see a bit of a softer side. You have scenes of Daemon where in his quieter moments he looks conflicted about this path that he's on. He's not mustache twirling, you know?
Yeah.
Like he made a good, like that scene where he's arguing with his brother is really solid.
Yeah.
And then Viserys, you could feel the ruling hand of a king in that moment. So I think that the way that the actors have done it, because like when you look at Game of Thrones, you know, I've only seen that the first episode one time, but it's like an ugly world, but here's the best family in that ugly world. Here's the Starks, get on
Yeah.
board, and here's the Lannisters, those are the fucking disgusting
They're
ones.
the evil guys.
Yeah. But here, you know, you're in the muck of what you know is kind of a
messy
gross
world.
situation.
Yeah.
And that like that coldness to watching the violence unfold, like everyone in the crowd just a reaction channel.
Well,
It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
kill him though, you know, do it. Like it's
Kill him.
yeah,
Yeah,
Kill, like,
totally.
oh, gross. Next.
No, yeah, I mean that's what we liked back then, and it's funny. I liked too the way that they handled both of those sequences between the tournament, but also the when he takes the city guard in, and I like the way they unfold that, because at first you're like, it's so immediate that it almost throws you to be like, they're slaughtering these people. It's so cruel, and then you start to realize how they're slaughtering them suggests what their crimes were. And it's just like so gut wrenching in that moment, and you realize that like it's a thin line between what violence people in this world deem horrific versus what they deem as entertainment, and oftentimes the act is almost the same.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
1000%.
Yeah, it's just about the king drew us together to celebrate today, so this is great violence, and we love it, and like it without. Yeah, it's that grayness, like you said. It's even the common folk have an aspect of that sort of bloodlust within them that seems to really affect every part of this world.
Yeah, they managed to draw something that feels very personal.
Uh-huh.
You know, are they trying to hint at Rhaenyra as? I couldn't tell if they were like, okay, they're just different. They're just close friends. You know, with girls, you can just be super close friends, lay on each other's lap. I get that.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
but are they also like, what is there a bit of something more here? Because I can't tell.
It's
I'm like,
too much wokeness
I don't want a
for
son.
one show.
I don't want a son. I want to just love my Alice or whatever her name is. Alicent? Alicent? What's her name? Her name should be on this freaking thing. Or is it-
Alicent sounds right. Yeah, Alicent Hightower. There you go. There you go. I don't know. I mean, I could see it. I could imagine it happening. It's because as much as Game of Thrones is well known, I think, among readers and fans for having like a pretty good grip on making characters, whatever their gender or background, just real characters. But I don't know if people would be able to handle that in this day and age. In the where everybody gets freaked out about wokeness and stuff, and it's already like we're arguing about, can a queen take the throne if she was a lesbian too? Man, I think people would explode.
Who knows?
But I'm for it. Let's do it.
And also Rhys Fons, who I'm so used to playing like sleazy or a villain.
Or just somebody off-putting and unsettling to
Yeah,
look at.
I was watching him here, and I was like, it's nice to just see him play someone who's doesn't really have the most power, but he's like a good guy. He's
Seems
a good.
like he's doing what he can in a harsh world.
He's a good dude. Yeah, yeah. But oh no, Rhys Fons, of course, that's why they
Don't.
cast you.
Yeah, don't, for the creepiness lurking just
Yeah.
beneath the surface.
Damn
yeah.
it, Rhys Fons.
I knew there was a reason they
There's
cast
a reason
you.
they got you, because anytime you see you, you're either like sleazy guy. If it's just real world, you're just a sleazy guy, or you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, or if it's a heightened world, then you're like an outlandish, amoral, whatever character. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, House of the Dragon, what'd you all think? Leave your thoughts down below. Hey, let's end this with a patron. Mark Leach, my buddy. We talked a little bit. I got to follow up with you again some more. I don't want to talk too much about what you've been having to deal with as of late. That's your decision, what to talk about. So I just wanted to say, though, that from everything and I mean this sincerely, from everything that we have discussed about personal lives prior to the experiences that you've had recently, you've always displayed being a really sympathetic and empathetic, nurturing individual, a sensitive individual too, with a very shining sense of humor as well. So I'm sorry for what you've had to deal with as of late, and I'm hoping that right now you're surrounded by tons of love and support. And as easy as it can be for people to just say, it gets easier with time, it does. And I also wanted to say that the most important, I know I messaged this to you, but the most important thing you can do in situations like this is really just feel your feelings and be honest with yourself, even when you're having a hard time feeling your feelings, even if you just want to escape, So just really, if don't be afraid, or if you are afraid, just be honest. Just be willing to talk with people and reach out, and that the more you do that, the easier it gets to get to a place of true acceptance to keep moving one step at a time. So I'm going to message you back right after this. But thank you for being here. And if anyone can get through it, it's you, buddy.